welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Dunawe Ngombe, which means headman of cattle. My name, of course, is Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. So today I want to talk about a composite breed, an American composite breed, which is also known as the profit breed. That is the American Beefmaster. Pictures contrast of the livestock catalog. That's a Beefmaster bull up there. That's a Beefmaster cow and calf. That's a Beefmaster calf over there. I just want to put it out there that these animals do not have a set standard of color. They could come in dark red, or they could come in red or yellowish, and sometimes red with a white patch across the face. So they do not have any set standards. Like, for example, certain breeds, they will tell you that the animal needs to be black. Like the Black Angus only need to be black. But let's get into this, guys. Let's get into the history. The Beefmaster was produced by Tom Lester in the early 1930s by crossbreeding Hereford and Shorthorn cattle with Brahman. It was developed on the Lester Ranch in Texas. The exact ratio of the original cattle is unknown, but it's roughly thought to be 25% Hereford, 25% Shorthorn, 50% Brahman. The cattle were selected according to 6 traits, which is weight, conformation, milkability, fertility, hardiness, and temperament. Although there was no selection done or standard set for color, most of the cattle are red. The cattle were handled under often difficult range of conditions. A culling program was started based on the 6 traits mentioned. The breed was developed for beef production and is now the 4th largest beef breed in the USA. In 1950, the USA Department of Agriculture recognized the breed as a pure breed. So it was recognized in 1954. So let's share some information from the Beefmaster Society of South Africa. Let's get into this. Where do I start now? Okay, let's start at the traits. Because I went through that. The result was the Beefmaster that inherited the characteristics of each individual breed. This was achieved after several years of breeding, carefully experimenting, and vigorous culling of unwanted animals. So if you didn't fit the picture, you were culled. Throughout the history of the Beefmaster breed, the main objective was the meat production. The best cattle produced the most high-quality meat at the lowest cost, which means more profit. The breeding and management programs that is followed is based on nature's oldest law of survival of the fittest. Upon selection, 6 characteristics are required, which are economically important traits are, as I mentioned them. It's fertility, temperament, weight, conformation, hardiness, and milk production. Fertility is the most important economic trait that should be considered in the selection of beef cattle. Every female 2 years and older should win a good calf every year under natural field conditions. If not, she will be culled. Heifers are usually mated for the first time at the age of 12 to 15 months. All age groups are bred under field conditions and pastures. In a breeding season of about 60 to 90 days, each female must become pregnant and win a calf with a winning index of about 90%. Otherwise, she will be culled. No excuse and no exception. On the bull side, fertility means the ability to cover most cows during the breeding season. This emphasis on the fertility will lead to an increased profitability. Temperament. Docile cattle are easier and cheaper to handle. Have better growth and achieve better prices. Docile cattle also cause less injury and loss of weight and requires less labor. Beefmaster cattle are known for their easy handling. Although a cow mothering's ability and protection of a calf should not be confused with bad temperament. Beefmasters are gentle, intelligent cattle and respond to the treatment they receive from their owners. Cattle with good temperament are a pleasure to work with and are more profitable. The difference in temperament are already observed before weaning. Calves with poor temperament are culled at weaning. After weaning, temperament is constantly monitored, and animals that show an unacceptable behavior are culled. So, as I said, if you don't fit the picture of the Beefmaster Society of South Africa or the Beefmaster Society of any country, you get culled. Weight. The heavier calf weighs, it is marketable, the more profit it is for the owner. Cows weigh about 500 to 800 kgs. You win them at about 265. Bulls weigh about 800 to 1,200 kgs. Calves are birth weight. The birth weight of a calf is 35 kgs. Conformation. Bulls should show masculinity, a clear underline, optimum scrotum size, outstanding muscular development, and have good length. A cow must be feminine, have a strong functional udder with good teeth. Bulls and cows that show any sign of structural defects, such as problems with feet and legs, are culled. So culling is a big thing, guys. Hardiness is a genetic trait that can be measured by continued production and longevity. Hardy cattle has the ability to stay healthy and produce under failed condition and in different climates with very little assistance. Milk production, which is good. A cow can suckle her calves for 7 months or more and maintain her own body under failed condition. So that is the set standards of the Beefmaster. Let's look at some of the characteristics from the livestock catalog of Namibia. There is no set color pattern in the breed. They are usually light red to dark red and occasionally with some white mold on the face. Usually would have a white face or a white stripe. The cattle are heat, drought and insect resistant. They are moderate in size. The females are excellent mothers. They raise heavy calves. The bulls are aggressive breeders. So, if you were to ask me, Mitch, what do you think about the Beefmaster? I would say, just based on the information that I got here and the weights, they are a good breed of cattle. But I have tried to purchase Beefmaster cattle here in Namibia. The only thing that really made me iffish about it was just the price. You know, I contacted one breeder. He was asking me 35k for a bull. And I don't know if there was the set standard for all Beefmaster breeders in the country. I think there are about 6 registered stud breeders in Namibia. And they produce, and most of them are in the eastern part of Namibia, coming up to the Khomas region, which is our capital. It seems like there aren't many in other regions of the country, but I'm sure that will be the future plans for the society. Because I know a lot of communal guys, I know 1 or 2 communal guys that have bought Beefmaster cattle and farm with them. So, what are my 2 cents on them? I would say, yeah, if you're going to use it extensively for farming in pastures or in fields, go for it. It seems like it performs well, and it was developed for being able to farm under natural conditions. Feedlots, I believe it would also work in feedlots. They're talking about winning them at about 265, so that's good weights right there. I believe they could perform very well, and come on, they wouldn't call it a Beefmaster if it couldn't perform well in a feedlot. And the fact that it's crossed with 2 breeds that are really sought after at feedlots, which is the Hereford and the Shorthorn, British Shorthorn cattle, I believe they would perform quite exceptionally within feedlots if one wants to try them in a feedlot program. Or they also perform quite well if you want to try them on natural grazing in a farming establishment. So those are my 2 cents of the Beefmaster, aka known as the Prophet breed. As I said, it's an American breed developed in the United States in the 1930s. And was brought to South Africa, and today is found in South Africa and also found in Brazil. And now it's besides being found in South Africa, it's also found in Namibia, but I'm sure they'd want to increase their numbers. So, once again, the picture of the Beefmaster. That's a Beefmaster bull up there, Beefmaster cow and calf, a Beefmaster calf down here, Beefmaster calf down here. They're not hairy cattle, they're smooth-coated animals because of their Brahman genetic. If someone asks me what about crossbreeding it with indigenous Nguni cattle, I would say you can. You know, that 50% Brahman bloodline within them. Because if you know one thing of the Brahman is that the Brahman does do cross with a lot of breeds, and the fact that you would not really experience calving problems with Brahman cattle because Brahman cattle calves are born small and they grow fast. So you would get that. And if you're going to use the Beefmaster on whatever breed, the fact that it's giving you the fast growing of the Brahman, and the adaptability of the Brahman, the fertility of the Hereford, and the good weight of the Hereford, and the dorsal temperament of the shorthorn, and also the good weight of the shorthorn. You're getting really the best of both worlds. So you are really going to get a meat producing machine that could really add profits to your pockets. So those are my 2 cents on the Beefmaster breed of cattle, the American Beefmaster. With that said, guys, I just want to say bye for now.